lesson is on factors and multiples. Although in this particular video we will be talking only about factors. Our focus is factors. So what are factors? Factors are something, numbers that can generate another numbers through multiplication. Okay, that is say 6 times 2, you have a 12. So this number they can generate 12, isn't it? So these are your factors, and this side is basically your multiple. Okay, so this is very simple concept. Whatever you are multiplying, those are your factors. Whatever is being generated, that's your multiple. So this side here, these are all multiples. Okay, these are all your multiples. On the other hand, let us take up the numbers. They are asking us to find the factors. So 3 times which factor is 24? 3 times 8. 8 times 6, 6 is another factor of 48. Similarly, this is 9, this one is 9, this one is 9, this one is 7. Okay, so I hope this is clear what are factors. Okay, so now some of the properties of factors are, one is the factor of all numbers. Take up any number, whether you take up 99, you take up 1000, you take up 656, whatever, all of them has got 1 as the factor. Definitely 1 will be the factor of every number. Okay, and it is the smallest of all the factors, smallest factors for every number, the smallest factor is 1. After that, they are saying that the number is a factor of itself. This is true. Any, you can just multiply 99 times 1 equal to 99. So you see 99 is a factor of 99. So every number is a factor of itself. After that, they are saying a number is the greatest factor of itself. Take up a number. Okay, let us understand this through an example. Let us take up a number. Let us say 6. It has got factor 1, 2, 3 and 6. So you see either the factors are smaller than 6 or it is equal to 6. Take up in fact any number. Let us say 21. 1, 3, 7 and then 21. So you see either the factor are less than 21 or it is equal to 21. After that, the next statement is the factor of a number is smaller than, yeah, we have just discussed it. So every number has at least two factors. Okay, by saying every number, let us say that you have got a number 2. So its number is factor of 1 and 2. You can take up 3, 1, 3. So factor the numbers where the factors are only 2, 1 and the number itself, they are called as prime numbers. Okay, and number which has got more than two factors like 6, like 21, they are called as composite number. This is a very important terminology. So a number which has got only two factors, they are prime number. Number which has got more than two factors, they are composite number. Okay. On the other hand, 1 and 0, they are neutral numbers. They are neither prime nor composites. Now, this is an important thing that you have to learn in this particular chapter, that's your factors. Now, this is divisibility rules. What is divisibility rule? It is a way to determine if one number can be evenly divided by another without actually dividing them. That means if you just look at it, you can understand that this is a multiple of the particular number. For example, let us say 15. Is 15 divisible by 3? So just by looking at it, you will be able to understand that it is divisible or not. What if it is 75? Okay, let us say 175. So just by looking at them, you will understand whether the number is divisible by the divisor proposed or not. Okay, that's your divisibility rule. So in divisibility rule, basically what happen is your remainder will become 0. For example, if you are dividing 18 by 9, so 9 twos are 18, subtract, it becomes 0. So you see 0 is the remainder. So this is the divisibility rule, that is 18 is divisible by 9. Okay, that's it. 18 is divisible by 9. So now here we have got rules for 2, 5 and 10. For 2 it's very simple. the number should be even. Okay, that means they should be ending with, the number should end with 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, making it even number. For example, like let us say that you have got a number 138. You see 1 and 3 are odd number, but in the ones place you see there is an even number. So 130 is divisible by 2, leaving remainder 0. Okay. So for the divisibility of 2, you just have to check the ones place. Just check it if it is even or not. For divisibility rule of 5, this is also another simple rule. Just check if the ones place had got a 0 or 5. For example, let us say 126. You see in this case, this ones place has 6. It is not 0 or 5. So it is not divisible by 5. It is not divisible by 5. Okay. On the other hand, if it is 120, it is divisible by 5. Okay. So that's how you have to do it. And then for 10 also, the ones place must have a 0. If the ones place has a 0, it means it is divisible by 10. It's very simple. So this is the next rule that we are talking about is 3 and 9. This is also very simple rule. All you have to do is just add the number. Okay. Let us take a few examples. 15, 18, 45. Okay. And let us check if it is divisible by 3 and 9 or not. So for doing this, you just add them. 1 plus 5, that's your 6. 1 plus 8, that's your 9. 4 plus 5, that's your 9. Now you see in the case of 15, it is 6. 6 is in the table of 3, it's divisible by 3. But 6 is not in the table of 9, it is not divisible by 9. Now look at 1, 8. These are divisible by both 3 and 9. Okay. So you have to understand any number which is divisible by 9 is automatically divisible by 3. But any number which is divisible by 3 may not be divisible by 9. You can take up another example like 12. For 12 you got 1 plus 2 which is 3. It is divisible by 3 but not divisible by 9. Okay. So you just have to add the numbers no matter how big the number is. Let us take another example 145. Just add them 1 plus 4 plus 5. It will give you 10. 10 is neither coming in the table of 3 nor 9. So it is not divisible by 3 or 9. Okay, it is not divisible by 3 or 9. So you have to ensure once you add the number, it has to become either 3, it should be visible in the table of 3 or 9. Okay. Next is 4, 6, 12 and 15. To understand this, let us first do for 6. For 6, it is related with the divisibility rule of 2 and 3. Okay, let us take example. Let us say 15, 10 and 12. So you see as per divisibility rule of 2, 15 is an odd number. So it is not divisible by 2. But if you add them 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 is in the table of 3. So it is divisible by 3. After that you see it is 10 here. 10 is an even number divisible by 2. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 cannot be divided by 3. So not divisible. Look at 12. 12 is an even number divisible by 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. It is divisible by 3. Now look at 6. In the first case the number 15 is not divisible by 2. So it is not divisible by 6. Look at 10, although it is divisible by 2 but not divisible by 3, so it is not divisible by 6. In the end, you see 12 is divisible by both 2 as well as 3, so it is divisible by 6. So if any number is divisible by 2 and 3, both of them can divide it, then the number is automatically divisible by 6. So this is the rule for 6. It's very simple. You just have to check for 2 and 3. For divisibility rule of 4, this is another simple rule. You just have to observe the tens and ones place. Let us say your number is 728. Look at the last two digits. Is it coming in the table of 4? If yes, this whole number 720 is divisible by 4. Now in this case you see the number is 28 and it is divisible by 4. Okay, remainder will be 0. So 728 is divisible by 4. Let us take another example, 733. The last two digits are 33. This is not divisible by 4. 33 does not come in the table of 4. So 733 is not divisible by 4. So this is the rule for 4. Okay. You just have to check the last two digits. That's it. Nothing else. Now for 12, the number has to be divisible by 3 as well as 4. Okay. Let us take up another example. Let us take up one example. Here they have given very nice example. This is, let us take up this only. So 4104. So you see last two digits, that's your 0, 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1, remainder 0. So it is divisible by 4. Add them, 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9. It is divisible by 3 as well. So this particular number, it is divisible by 12 also. Okay, so this is the rule for 12. And for the rule of 15, this is another nice one where we can see that if a number is divisible by 3 and 5, okay, let us take up 45. For 45, it is divisible by 3. You see, if you add it, 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 is divisible by 3, so it is divisible by 3. In the case of 5, the rule is that the ones place should have a 5 or 0. Here we have a 5, so it is divisible by 5. Therefore, 45 is divisible by 15 also. Okay. So this is the rule for 4, 6, 12 and 15. Moving on, this is 11. Divisibility rule of 11 is another easy one. You see, in this case, all you have to do is just add the alternate numbers. Okay. Let us, here you see 5, 6, 2, 5, 1. So 5, 6, 2, 5, 1. Alternate means one after another. Let us take a 5. You add with 2 and add with 1. So 5 plus 2 plus 1, that's your 8. And these are the alternative numbers 6 and 5. Add them, you get 11. Now subtract 11 and 8. You see it is 3. This number when you subtract must become 11 or 0 when you subtract them. Okay. Then only it is divisible by 11. Let us take up example of 1, 3, 3, 1. Add the alternative number 1 plus 3, that's 4. This 3 plus 1, that is also 4. Subtract it, you got 0. So 1331 is divisible by 11. Okay. Just add the alternate numbers and then you subtract. That's all that you have to do. Nothing else. So this is an exercise that is given as 6.1 in the Math Star 5 page 100 book. Okay. So this one, find the first 5 multiples of the following. So let us ignore this particular question because here I have concentrated only on factors. Okay. So let us check the question number B. Although in next when I will be uploading the next video, there this question will be there. So list all the factors of each of the following. So what are the factors of 18? To find the factors of 18, there are various methods. Okay. So one of the method you can use is the division method and the other one is the divisibility rule. Let us try to use the divisibility rule. So for 18, the number is always starting with 1. Remember 1 is a factor of every number. Next, check for 2. Is it even number? You see it's even number, so 2 is obviously an 2 is obviously a factor. Similarly now 1 plus 8 is 9. It is in the table of 3, so it is a factor of 3. 3 is also a factor. Look at 4. Uh, this is not possible. 18 is not in the table of 4. So 4 is not a factor of 18. Okay. Then move on to 5. Not possible. Now see, 2 and 3 both can divide 18. So 6 is the factor of 18, right? And then you can now check out 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 is in the table of 18 is in the table of 9. And even if you add them, it becomes 9. You can see Use the divisibility rule of 9. 9 is also a factor. 9 and then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, right? Because 18, the factors cannot be more than 18. So similarly check for 28. Is it in the table of 2? Is it a even number? Yes, it is even number, so 2. Look at 3. 8 plus 2 is 10, not possible for 3. Then we have got 4. 28 is in the table of 4. 4 times 7 is 28, so 4 and 7, right? 4 times 7. Now, to get the next multiple, multiply this 2 and 7, okay? 2 times something has to be 28, isn't it? So 2 times 7, you multiply like this. 2 times 7 is 14. 14 times 2 will be 28. So this is the way you have to find the multiples and then the number itself. Okay. Similarly, now check for 36. For 36, you start with 1, 2, see, use the divisibility rule. Okay. You will see it. Okay. Then you start multiplying. Okay. You see 2 nines are 18. Okay. 18 is a factor of 36. Then you can multiply 3 and 6, still 18 is coming, right? After that, now check for 2 times 6, that's your 12. So write 12 before 18. 2 times 6 is 12. Then 2 times 9 is 18. Okay, this is the way you have to find 12, 18, and then we got 6, we got 4 nines are 36, and then 12, 18, and then 36 itself. So these are the factors of 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18, 36. So 18 times 2 is 36. 12 times 3 is 36. 9 times 4 is 36. 6 times 6 is 36. Okay, now check for 21. That's your 1, 3, 7 and 21 itself. For 35, you see 5 is in the ones place, so do not ignore 5. 5 times 7 is 35. Okay. Now we got 42. I hope you can do it. Let me know if you can use the divisibility rule properly or not. Next is check if the first number is a multiple of the second number. So this is again we will do in the next section. Okay. Next video, this is regarding multiple. Let us do question number D. Check if the first number is a factor of the second number. First number is a factor of 15. 1 is a factor of 15. Yes, 1 is a factor of every number. 5 and 43. So you see this particular number has got 43 has got 3 in the ones place. So 5 obviously cannot divide 43. Therefore, this is not a factor. Now 7 and 49. This is a very unique number. 7 times 7 is 49. So yes, it is a factor. 9 and 72, you can add it. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 is divisible by 9. So yes, this is a factor. Then 10, if you go back to the divisibility rule of 10, you see 0 is in the ones place. So 110 is divisible by 10. That means 10 is a factor of 110. Okay. Next. So let us use the divisibility rule here. So this is how we have to do. Okay. So what is the last digit? We have to write it here. So let me write it. So this is 0, 4, 0, 0. Sum of the digit is 18 and sum of the digit here is this one is 15. This one is also 15. This one is 11. This one is 9. Okay. So let us now check. For 2, this is possible because you see there is a 0 in the ones place. It is an even number. So yes, it is divisible. 15 comes in the table of 3, so yes, it is divisible. Look at 70. Is 70 divisible by 4? Let us try that. 4 ones are 4. You see 7 minus 4 is 3. Then 4 sevens are 28. You got 2 as your remainder. That means this is not divisible. This number is ending with 0. 5's divisibility rule is that it should have a 0 or a 5 in the ones place. So yes, it is divisible by this number. In the case of 6, the number is divisible by 2 and 3. Then it is divisible by 6. So yes. If you see 15, 15 is not in the table of 9, not divisible. This is ending with 0, so yes, it is divisible. For 12, it has to be divisible by 3 and 4, but you see here it is not divisible by 4, so not divisible. For 15, it should be divisible by 3 and 5, so yes, it is divisible. Okay, this is how you are supposed to do it. Okay, so I hope you have understood this particular one. Let me know if you are able to do the rest of the three or not. You can just write it on the comment box so that I know. Now use the divisibility test to find each of these numbers are divisible by 11. So let us start with the first one. Add the alternative numbers. 1 plus 2 plus 0, that's your 3. 7 plus 7 is 14. So 14 minus 3 is 11, right? So yes, it is divisible by 11 because you should be getting a 11 or a 0. So yes, it is divisible by 11. Now let us do the second one. 17207. Okay, 17207. So same thing you have to do. We just have to add the alternative numbers. Okay. So 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. And 7 plus 0 is 7. Subtract it. 10 minus 7 is 3. So you see 3 is, this is 3 and we should be getting ideally 0 or 11 once we subtract a particular number. So subtract the alternative sums of the number. Okay. So this is not divisible by 11. Let us take up the next one. Okay. Let us take up the next one, that is 45353. Okay. 45353. Add these two. Add the alternative one. So you get 10 and then 5 plus 5 is also 10. That's 10 minus 10 is 0. So yes, it is divisible by 11. Okay. So similarly do for the other ones. Let me know if there is anything that you could not understand. Okay. So I have done up till 3. So now let us move to the next question. Find the smallest number that should be added to the first number to get a number divisible by the second number. To do this, you should be good in division. So let us try to divide this number. 213, if you divide it by 2, what you will get? Okay. Then 1 is coming down, so 0. 2 zeros are 0. Then 1, 3. And then 2, 6 are 12. So you see the remainder is 1. Okay. So its answer is 1. You should be knowing what is the remainder in this kind of question whenever you have to add. If it is subtract, you will be subtracting the same number, the remainder. Okay. It is the remainder that you have to subtract or add to get the required number to be divisible. Like for in this case, 421. So 421 divided by 5. 5 eights are 40. You got a 21 now. 5 fours are 20 and then you got 1. So if you, how much more you will have to add here in this case? This is 1. So in the case of this particular number, if you remember the rule, if you remember the rule of 5. So as per rule of 5, you see although we have got a remainder here 1, but if you remember The ones place should become 5 or 0, right? So here how much you are going to add so that this becomes 5. So with this one you will be adding a 4, right? So 4 will be the answer here. Okay. Similarly, now do for the next one. That is 926 divided by 6. So let's try to understand this one. So 6 ones are 6. You got a 32. Then 6 fives are 30. You have a 2. And then 6 comes down. 6 fours are 24. You got a 2. So 2 is the remainder here in this case. So 2 is the remainder here in this case. So now if you remember the rule of 6, if you remember the rule of 6, it should be divisible by 2 and 3, right? So let's first check. 2 can divide this, but for 3, how much you have to do? 9 plus 2 plus 6. 9, 10, 11. 11 plus 6. 11 plus 6 is 17. 11 plus 6 is 17. Okay, all you have to do is just add 1 here. All you have to do is just add 1. So you will be getting 18. Now 18 is divisible by 18 is divisible by 3. So you can think that you can add here 1. But then it will become 927. 927 is an odd number which is not divisible by 2. As per the rule of 6, it has to be divisible by both 2 as well as 3. So you cannot add 1 here. That is the reason why you cannot add 1 here. So in this 17, you have to add something that will make this particular number even, and as well as at the same time you have to ensure it is also divisible by 3. So let us take up another number. As after 1 we have got a 2. You can see the remainder is 2. So if you put a 2 here, what will happen? 17 plus 2 is 19. 19 is not divisible by 19 is not divisible by 3. So you cannot put 2 also. Okay. So now how much more? Let us make it 3. So this will make it 20. This will make it 20. 20 is not divisible by 3. Let us make it 4. Let us make it 4. This will make it 21. Okay. So if you add 4 here, if you add 4 in this particular number, if you add 4 in this particular number, let me remove this. If you add 4 here, it will become 930. So now you see it is divisible by 2, and if you see 9 plus 3 is 12, it is divisible by 3 also. So you will have to add 4 more to 926 so that it becomes divisible by 6. Now for this number to be divisible by 9, 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 6 is 16. 16 is not divisible by 9. So how much more you can add here? You can just add 2 more, right? So if you add 2 more, let us say this has become 7. Okay. So this is 567. So now you can add it. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 plus 7 is 18. So it is divisible by 9. So you just have to add 2 more to 565. That's it. So I hope this is clear. Use the divisibility rule judicially. So in this case of 2, make it even number. You can divide and check. In this also you can divide how much more you will have to add. It will give you a remainder. However, for 5 you can just check if you can make it 5 in the ones place or not. Okay. In the case of 6, divisibility rule of 6 has to be followed, that is 2 and 3. If it is number is divisible by 2 and 3, it is divisible by 6, and so on. Okay. So the next one is find the smallest number that should be subtracted from the first number to get a number divisible by the second number. Okay. So here you see, you just add it. What is 6 plus 2 plus 3? That's your 11. Hmm. Here we are supposed to subtract, okay? So just think of the table of 3. What is the lower number than 11? In the case of 3, it is 3 times 3 is 9, right? How much you have to subtract from 11 to get 9? Subtract them. 11 minus 9, that's your 3, right? Sorry, that's your 2. So you just have to subtract 2 from here. That is 623 minus 2, and you will be getting a number which is divisible by 3. Now 427. In this case, if you look back, 4, 27, in the case of table of 4, we just have to divisibility rule as per 4. The last two digits are important. 27 is not divisible by 4. So how much you have to subtract it so that it becomes lesser than 27 and at the same time is in the table of 4. You see it is 24. So how much more you have to subtract from 27? So how much you have to subtract from 27? So you see it's 3. This make it 724. So you will subtract 3 here. Similarly here, this is divisibility rule of 10. You just have to ensure that the ones place is 0. So subtract the number 7 in the ones place. It will give you a 0. And for case of 11 here, add the alternative numbers. 8 plus 5, that's your 13. 9 plus 7, so 9 plus 10, 16. So you say 16 minus 13. 16 minus 13 will be 3, not divisible by 11. We have to make it divisible by 11. So in this, just subtract this and you will be getting a 13. That means you just have to subtract 3. Okay, it will make it 13. Both the alternative numbers will become 13 and you can subtract it after that and you can check the divisibility rule. It will follow. This number will become 8756. So you see 8 plus 5 is 13 and 7 plus 6 is also 13. 13 minus 13 is 0. Hmm? Now, this is the next one question, that is fill in the blanks with the smallest digit that will make the number divisible by the given number. So let us say this is x and this is y. So 2 plus x, 2 plus x plus you see 3. So this will make it 5 plus x. And in this case, you will multiply, you will add these 3. So 2 plus 2 plus y is equal to 4 plus y. So what you will do here in this case, hold on, 2x, oh sorry, this has to be, this is 2, sorry. So this is 4 and then this is 4 plus 2, this is 2. Okay, you know what, let me start this once again. I have somehow wrongly indicated the numbers, so let me show it as x and y. Okay, so let us take up the alternative number 2 and x, after that x and 3. Okay, so 2 plus x plus 3, that's your 5 plus x. Okay, and then you will add 4 and 2 and y, that is 4 plus 2 plus y, that's your 6 plus y. Okay, so you have to subtract, remember how much you can subtract. So 5 plus how much? 5 plus, if you give it 2 here, this will make it 7. Okay, 6 plus 1, instead of y you can put 1, it will make it 7. So 7 7, it will become 0. So all you have to do is put the numbers as here 2 and here as 1. So your number will be 2, 4, 2, 2, 3, 1. It will be divisible by 11. Okay. Now in the case of 9, let us take up the next question now here. That is 5, 8, and then there is a blank space. If you can see how much you will be subtracting here. Let's see. So 5 plus 8. Add them all. 5 plus 8 plus x. Let us put it as x plus 9 plus 7 plus 5. Add them all. So 5 plus 5, 10. 8 is 16, 17. 17 plus 7 is 24. So you got a 34 here. So 34, how much more you will add so that it is divisible by 9? So you see 9 times 4 is 36, right? So how much more you will add in 34 to make it 36? You will add 2. So just write 2 here. Okay. Now the divisibility rule for 4. In the case of divisibility rule of by 4, you just have to concentrate on the last two digits. And as you can see, 40 is divisible by 4. So just put up any number there. You can put 1, 2, 3, whatever. Okay. So that's how this particular thing you have to do. Thank you.